We begin TVC News at 10 in Abuja, where the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says his country's companies are ready to partner with and invest in the Nigerian economy, particularly in the tech sector. Mr. Blinken spoke at a joint briefing with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tugar, at the State House in Abuja. He stressed that the United States has tech giants that have teamed up with Nigerian partners to help meet President Bola Tinubu's 1 million digital jobs initiative. State House correspondent Femi Akone joins us live from Abuja for more on this state visit. Also joining us via Zoom is Kelechi Deka, a foreign affairs analyst from Sierra Leone. Let's begin with you, Femi. This is Mr. Blinken's third visit to Nigeria, and he's spoken extensively about tech development. Tell us more about that interaction he had earlier.
Yes, Boss, and it's also his first visit since President Bola Tinubu assumed office on the 29th of May. And this one is very special because, President Bola Tinubu is talking about creating 1 million digital jobs, and the U.S. is looking at partnering with Nigeria to help achieve this plan of President Bola Tinubu's administration. They are looking at how there can be a cooperation and bilateral relation in areas of tech, ICT, areas of military support for Nigeria, agricultural support, and also improving trade ties between Nigeria and the United States of America, because the two countries have enjoyed a long-standing relationship before now. We've also had high-powered delegations visit Nigeria over time, even delegations as high as the President of the United States visiting Nigeria. And Nigeria has also participated in some other high-powered meetings, both for U.S. to promote U.S. and Africa cooperation, and other meetings that particularly focused on Nigeria's specific needs. The U.S. is also talking about supporting Nigeria in achieving its goals, in its climate action goals, and ensuring that it also meets that global target by contributing its own to the zero emission and all other global commitments of Nigeria, in especially the sustainable development goals. They are trying to partner to ensure that, yes, Nigeria also keeps its own end of the bargain, looking at Nigeria's population and size, and they know that if Nigeria lags behind in all of this commitment, it would also be a drawback for the West African region and indeed Africa. So they understand the important and significant role Nigeria plays in sub-Saharan Africa, and that's why this visit is quite important to both Nigeria and the United States. Ambassador.
And Femi, it does appear the relationship is really, just moving further, because Mr. Tugar, the Foreign Affairs Minister, really mentioned that some of the issues they discussed with Mr. President would still be discussed further at a conference that will be taking place sometime in March. So just walk us through some of those and the fact that Nigeria and the U.S. are forging ahead in these ties.
Sorry, I didn't hear a question. Please repeat it.
Yeah, I'm talking about the fact that, Mr. Yusuf Tugar, the Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, mentioned that some of the topics they discussed with the president would be further discussed at a conference that will be holding later in the month of March. I mean, it just talks about the fact that they're growing their ties and, more commitments are being made about bilateral relations between both countries.
Yes, we don't expect all of these agreements to smoothing up overnight. The conversation will still continue. It's a good thing that they have started off with all of this conversation. There will still be other meetings, other engagements, both internationally and in all other platforms, all other forums where all of these conversations will still come up. So it's an ongoing conversation between Nigeria and the United States. We also expect sometime in March, like you rightly said, and sometime later in the year too, President Bola Tinubu would likely make a visit to the United States, meet President Joe Biden and other top businesses and entrepreneurs in the U.S. to also talk to them to come to Nigeria and invest in Nigeria. But before all of that happens, they are also looking at the readiness on the part of Nigeria, the readiness shown by President Bola Tinubu's administration in keeping to his word of removing all obstacles to trade, all obstacles to investments within the country, and ensuring that whoever brings their money, any investor that brings their money to Nigeria gets that return on investment. They also are looking out to see that commitment on the part of Nigeria. And what President Bola Tinubu and his administration is doing is trying to strengthen institutions and ensuring that all laws and the framework that is needed to ensure that all of these things are put in place so that not just the U.S. and indeed the international communities and other prospective investors will see that, yes, Nigeria is on that path and there is that political will on the part of the government, President Bola Tinubu's administration to be specific, in ensuring that all bottlenecks and hindrances in the path to bringing in investors and ensuring that that climate is conducive is totally eliminated. Ambassador.
All right, Femi, thank you very much for that update. State House correspondent Femi Akonde for us in Abuja.